Good morning, Bearcats. This is the academic advising blog for, I guess now it's February. It's Justin Gibson, your advisor for the IT program here at UC. Hope you all are doing well now that we are about a month or so into the spring semester and only got about 10 or so weeks to go, and I'm sure you're looking forward to spring break. Today we have a very special guest with us. To my right is Nicole Mayo. Nicole is the Director of Student Activities and Leadership Development here at the University of Cincinnati. And so today we're actually going to talk about getting involved in campus organizations. I know there are some IT affiliated organizations on campus, but today we're going to just talk about just the broad spectrum of what the university has to offer and how it will benefit you all going not only through your college career, but through your vocation after you leave UC. So with that, welcome, Nicole. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So my first question for you is, how does being involved in student organizations help students improve their overall college experience?
Well, I think in a number of different ways. First and foremost, it allows you to expand your networks. You get to meet students that you might otherwise not, meet students that are different than you, but at the same time have common interests. It also helps students manage their time much better. Often when students have too much time, they don't use it productively. So when there are meetings that they need to attend or when there are projects they need to complete for student organizations, they tend to manage their coursework, their downtime, their social time much better. Also, there are many studies that are put out every year that replicate similar results. Students that are involved in at least one student organization outside their academic work have higher GPAs than students that are not and tend to graduate in the 4 to 5 year period compared to students that are not involved in student organizations.
Okay. Well, I know that there's more than just a couple of student organizations here at UC. A ballpark figure, how many registered organizations do we currently have?
As of Monday, we had 373 registered student organizations.
373.
Yes.
Okay.
So something for everyone, surely.
In that case, I think that we definitely, sorry about my phone, we definitely have a very unique opportunity here to be able to vary your interest as far as what you want to do here on campus. So what kind of organizations does the university offer?
You know, there are broad categories of organizations. So we certainly have academic organizations, which would be sort of IT organizations that our IT students can get involved in. Or there are political organizations, religious organizations, fraternities and sororities, which are considered social organizations. We have service organizations. If community service is something that you're interested in. Just general kind of fun things. We have a hula hoop club, a push-up club, a gardening club. So general interests. We also have ethnic and cultural groups. So if you want to learn more about different cultures or you're of a certain culture and you want to inform the campus about your culture, it's a great way to do that as well.
Okay, so based on on that particular fact, no matter who you are or what your life experiences are, your creed, your orientation to anything, there should be something here on campus that is tailor fit for that interest.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So let's say I wanted to start a zombie enthusiast club, because those of you who have been in my office know that I'm a zombie enthusiast. But there's no club for zombie enthusiasts. I mean, what can I do to start that maybe, or can I start one?
Absolutely, and there is no such zombie enthusiast group, so you could potentially start one. That's the one thing you do want to research first. You want to make sure that no such group already exists, and that's something our office can help you out with if you're not quite sure. So first thing we need 10 students, so 10 interested students in this group. So Justin, you would have to go find 9 other students that may be interested in the zombie enthusiast group. Once you have that, you need to find an advisor, and an advisor can be a staff, faculty, or graduate student here at the University of Cincinnati. After that, you need to develop a constitution and bylaws, of which there's a sample on our website, and you could just sort of fill in your general student organization information. Once you have those 3 things, you just upload the information to our website, and the Student Activities Board will review your application and get back to you within 2 weeks.
Okay. Being that now that I've got my 9 other people, my advisor, We've got our bylaws and things like that. What are such rules as far as being a student organization, such as, are we able to have social events on campus, or just some general rules?
Absolutely. So one of the great benefits of being a registered student organization is the ability to reserve space on campus. So once you complete that process, you can reserve space on campus. If you're an open student organization, which means you don't have an application process, you can get UFB funding, University Funding Board, funding, which is up to $7,000 each year to host events on campus. You can certainly have social events on campus, although those social events do need to be dry, so alcohol free. But you also have access to any sort of student activities resources, so staff, books, videos that we have in our office, anything that you may need to help your organization flourish.
Okay, so I'm calling on 9 of you now to email me or come in the office because we're starting this whole zombie enthusiast group.
Absolutely. You got an advisor.
So my next question is, because our students co-op, so they spend up to 5 semesters out in the real world training and learning on the eventual profession that they want to have. And something that they gain by going on co-op is leadership and professional development. And I know, obviously, you all specialize in that because it's this latter half of your title. Are there any specific programs or student organizations that would help our students develop their leadership capabilities?
Absolutely. I think there's one really great one that's actually coming up. On February 23rd is the 28th Annual Student Leadership Conference. Okay. This is Saturday, so if you are in Cincinnati on co-op, you can still attend because it's a weekend. And that's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it's free to students. And it's a day-long of very purposeful leadership development. It is not necessarily for advanced leaders, and it's not necessarily for new leaders. There are various different tracks throughout that day that you could participate in, depending on where your comfortability level is with leadership. So that's one great opportunity, and that's coming up. And if you want to register for that, you can do that on our website. The deadline is February 8th.
Okay.
Beyond that, there's a bunch of different things that our staff members are willing to help individual students with. A great way to really understand where you are in your leadership development is taking sort of a leadership development inventory. We have those resources in our office. You can sit down with a staff member, take the inventory, and then we can make a plan based on what your strengths are and based on what maybe some areas you need to improve in terms of leadership. I think that's great because it's very individual, it's very personalized. Okay. You're not trying to fit into some other sort of box, but you're really focusing on improving yourself.
Okay. So it's not so much your office doesn't just deal with student groups then, so you actually are able to have, I guess, one-on-one consultation on how Justin can improve his leadership abilities. There's assessments to help recognize my personal strengths and weaknesses, and I'm sure that you provide follow-up resources to help further foster those strengths and then develop those weaknesses as well. Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, where do I get more information on student organizations or your office?
Absolutely. So 2 places. Our website is www.uc.edu/SALD, or you can stop by our office and pick up one of these great resources. It's called The Activist. This is your guide to student involvement. So all of those different organizations we talked about, they're all listed sort of in the back of this book, and a host of different other activities, organizations, events that you can get involved in. This is sort of your go-to guide.
Okay. And before we end, I just wanted to share with the students who I don't get to see on a very regular basis, whether it's because of co-op, you're part-time, or you're an evening student. I did graduate from UC in 2005, and I had the opportunity to get involved in a lot of student organizations, whether it's student government or my fraternity, honoraries on campus, spirit organizations. And I can honestly say that it definitely helped enrich my college experience. I know, obviously, you all are very busy with your academic studies and your labs and your projects, but the reason I asked Nicole to come is because I feel that student development in the area of leadership is extremely important and something that when you come back as an alum 5, 10, 50 years from now, you're going to be able to look back on those experiences and tell your children and grandchildren, this is the spot where I had an ice cream social for my community service organization, or this is where, when I was involved in Rally Cats, we tailgated before the homecoming football game. Or this is where my office was when I was student body president. And these opportunities are available for all students, including you, obviously. And it's something that I feel is very important to help you in your collegiate walk, as well as moving you forward to interviewing for permanent placement, because employers are going to ask those things, such as what did you do on campus, and did you ever manage a team? Where did you flourish in leadership responsibilities? Have you made any mistakes being in leadership roles? And so by getting involved in student organizations, those are going to be those things that really going to help put you past your competition in your interviews, whether it's for a co-op or for permanent placement upon graduating. So again, thank you very much, Nicole, for coming. You are located...
I'm located at 455 Stager Student Life Center. It's the building that's in between Starbucks and Stager, Subway. Starbucks and Subway.
Okay, so Starbucks and Subway. Do you all have walk-in hours? Or?
Yep, you're more than welcome to come in anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, and as always, feel free to use me as a resource. I can be more than happy to connect you with the staff over at SALD. Make sure that I get a copy of an activist to keep in my office, so if you want to take a look and see what we offer, by all means you can do that, but just also be sure to check out their website at www.uc.edu/SALD.
Correct.
Okay. Well, that's actually going to be it for me for my February vlog entry. Thank you for your attentiveness. As always, if you have a question, you can email me. My email address is justin.gibson@uc.edu, or you can call me at 513-556-2336, which is the main number out front, or you can stop by in our offices at 361 Dyer Hall. So with that, study hard, have fun, be sure to cheer on our 17th ranked men's basketball team and our other athletic teams as we move closer to March Madness, and we'll see you soon.